Welcome to another episode of All Tied Up. Today's guest, we have Micky Munday. Micky is a multi-talented rapper, model, reality star based in Los Angeles, California. So Micky, you just moved here to the Valley.
Yes, I did.
And you were on Sunset Plaza, right?
I was.
And you know, so kind of funny. I think that Taylor, you were part of that deal, or your team was.
Indirectly. So I housed Chris Kennedy in his house on Mount Olympus.
Yeah, that's my business partner.
Yeah. So I put him in that house, and so
wow, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So what's a little bit of backstory on who you are? How'd you become an entertainer?
Oh man. Well, I'm from Los Angeles, California. Man, I like entertaining my whole life. You know, I always did. I was always into performance. Even when I was younger, I did martial arts. Used to compete in tournaments. That's still a sense of performing. I always liked to act. I always really enjoyed acting when I was younger. And then when I started getting into like middle school, trials and tribulations of life and things happen. And we had down times, my family bad, but certain, just things go on in life. And I start writing about it. I took a creative writing class when I was in like 6th or 7th grade or something. And I started writing poetry. And I had this teacher, I don't fucking remember her. Can I cuss?
Oh, yeah. Fuck it.
I don't remember the bitch name, but I'll just play. But shout out to her. I owe you lunch at least. But she just, she would tell my mom like, your son, he really has like a gift for writing. And I didn't really understand it at the time because I just felt like I was writing about like depressing shit. And then I had a friend. His name was B-Mac. He moved here. He was from Texas. He moved here, and he was like a senior. We was like freshmen in high school. But this motherfucker used to always be rapping, like on the bus to school when we'd be chilling, football practices, stuff, and like he would just be rapping all the time. He was like, the South was really emerging at that time, so I thought he just sounded really cool. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, this dude hard. He'd be like, yeah, just give me a topic. He's a little country dude. He'd just be freestyling. So, I just started getting into that. Started getting into the freestyling and stuff like that. And then there was a competition on the radio that my mom heard about. And you had to go audition to like be on a show to write and stuff like that. And my mom called me one day. I had stopped going to school, and so I was just chilling. I was just chilling.
What age was this?
I was like 16. Yeah, so like,
wow.
So I stopped, and then I was just chilling, and my mom called me, and she was like, there's this show, you should go like audition for it, and it's like mostly like singers and stuff, dancers. I'm like, what am I gonna do? You know what I mean? She's like, rap. She's like, you be rapping with your friends, go rap. I was like, all right.
That's so weird because most moms, they kind of want to push them into country and whatnot.
What?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have to know my family to know why that's definitely not our story.
Yeah.
But but man, one thing I could always say, bro, that I always say about my life is I had a lot of love and support. No matter what, money in life is up and down. Life is gonna be trials and tribulations. It's gonna be ups and downs. If you don't come from an extremely wealthy family, your average American is gonna tell you, I'm check to check. I'm trying to figure it out daily. You know what I mean? So my mom and them, they always, and my dad, they very supportive. They're definitely people that told me I could do anything. And my dad used to tell me all the time, he used to be like, second best is just what it sounds like. My dad, he was with like the biggest modeling agency in the world. He used to book movies. My dad was afraid to fly. My dad won't get in an elevator. Like, he's claustrophobic. He won't fly. He won't get in an elevator. So he used to tell my mom he didn't get acting roles that he got, like lead acting roles. People would tell my mom months later, like, it's crazy, Dale turned down that movie. And she'd be like, he did what? He was afraid to fly.
He didn't want to fly.
He used to always tell me, like, don't be afraid to, like, chase your dreams. Don't be afraid to, like, be what you can be. You know what I mean? They just always installed that in me from when I was very young. So I just always was a very determined person, you know what I mean? So I just knew, like, if I put my mind to something, like, it was done. Like, it was just about figuring it out, from there.
That's dope that you had the support, though, because I feel like that's more important than, like, having finances back you up. Having the emotional support, people who believe in you and want to push you and see you.
It goes two ways, though. You know what I mean? Because I have friends. Most of my friends, My friends had some interesting situations with their family. So, it's always, but, my best friend immediately had a very interesting relationship with his mom. And he used to always tell me, we used to kind of argue about it. Like, he used to be like, man, bro, I don't got nobody that thinks I'm going to be anything or this, that, and the third. And I used to be like, well, that's one way to look at it. You have no pressure.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
Everybody's counting on me.
That's super
and
true.
Thinks I'm going to make it.
That's super true.
And ask me every day. What's going on? You know what I mean? So it's two ways to look at it. You know what I mean? It's the
definitely.
Yeah, you could have the no support and be like, oh, it's up to me. Fuck everybody else. Yeah. Or you could be like, oh my God, I got my mom, my dad, my daughter, these people, the X, Y, and Z, really depending on me to make it.
Sometimes it's harder to like prove people right than prove them wrong.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's righter or
right.
That's not a word, but,
but like,
if it's more right. But,
like it's hard when people believe in you and you have to like meet that expectation that they have of you, than to like have no expectations. Anything you do is gonna be something better than what they expected.
Exactly.
So it's definitely a lot of pressure. I feel that.
For sure. I'm shocked. There's a lot of stuff I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I got a nice little tale to tell. You know what I mean?
But you have a lot of people that support you too as well.
Yeah.
So it's not just just the struggle just for coming up as an artist, entertainer, but you have people that like your partner that I met, Chris.
Yeah.
Who he owns a very, very well-to-do water company, right?
Yeah. We have a molecular hydrogen water company. It's called Trucy.
He gave me some of those magnesium tablets. I don't know how I feel. Yes, those little tablets and they dissolve in water.
If you don't know how you feel, you haven't used them.
I haven't used them, and I definitely want to.
I used it one time. He just put it in some water. It was like a milky, like
it's not
gray.
Milky. It's magnesium. It literally fizzes, so it becomes a magnesium.
It was fizzy.
But, bro, it cures lupus. It cures a lot of things. Like it literally start making your brain and things start to click back together. It's a healer. Yeah. It's a great thing. I'll get you some tablets.
I definitely want to try it.
Yeah, try it.
You gotta do them every day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to do it on a consistent basis.
If you have joints that hurt, like you will feel your joints and stuff like, hey, you'll feel better.
I want to go a little bit more into depth with your music career. I know that you're, on the verge of signing a very large deal. We spoke last week. You might be doing a possible TV show that's nationwide.
Yeah.
Can you get in a little bit about that, or is that confidential at the moment?
I think it is confidential, but I mean, hopefully, that should be guaranteed though. Yeah. But yeah, they we're not supposed to tell anybody. wasn't even supposed to tell you.
But yeah, I don't know nothing about nothing.
Trouble.
Coming soon.
But the deal, but the deal is close to being done too. And with that, it's always the hurry up and wait, like we was talking about. So, but if we get the deal done, cool. We're structuring the deal with us it's a little. Sometimes it gets a little more difficult because it's really not a lot of certain things that we need. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they get into like doing these deals with people who, quote unquote, like the struggling artists and stuff, and people just like, man, I don't even care. I'll just sign for $10,000 right now. That people just think about the quick, short, like, let me help today.
Yeah.
And not know, like, man, this is gonna be gone in a month, and then I'm gonna be right back to square zero and owe people and have half my percentages gone. So it's just about working things out and having everybody come to a happy medium. The people we dealing with, they definitely understand like everything that I've done up to this point, everything that me and my team now have done up to this point, like on our own. So it's like a more of a mutual respect, which is dope. And it's the person I'm supposed to be doing the deal with is somebody who I've known for like 10 years, and I ran into them multiple. I had my first meeting ever with him, actually, which is crazy, before I had any music. So hopefully that goes through, and even if it doesn't go through, we still taking it to the top. So it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, was it hard to get in the rap game?
Hell yeah, still hard. I'm still not in. You know what I mean? I got some toes in the door, but I wouldn't say like my full foot is through. I'm just very realistic. I don't try to like upplay things. I probably downplay things I have going on than to like upplay them. But yeah, man, it's like anything else, bro. It's a competitive game. And the one thing that is harder with me is that I'm very much competition to people. So it's like, a lot of people, they'll help their homie from up the street who got no chance of ever surpassing them.
Right.
Man, I did it for my people, man, blah, blah, blah. I put the homie on. But,
but when when they're threatened by you.
Yeah, when somebody's a threat, or you be like, man, I don't know. This person might replace me. You know, that's tough. You know, I feel like I'm a presence, so when I walk into a room, I feel like I command a certain amount of attention, and sometimes that could be intimidating to people. You know what I mean?
You definitely look the part, you feel the part, you act the part. So you know,
and he's a
you
genuine nice dude. That's the thing about
for
him.
sure. So humble. Was there a point in your career where you like knew you made it, like you got the respect of people? Like,
I mean, as far as rap, like I've been respected with rapping since I was like 17, 18. I used to battle rap, so it's like we used to have this place in LA called The Pit. It's like a famous. It's like if you've seen 8 Mile, it's like our shelter. It's like the equivalent of that, you know what I mean? J-Rock been through there, The Game, Kendrick Lamar. I mean, everybody stopped through there. People used to come, special guests hosted, but I used to battle people up there. Like, if they wanted to battle for money, and then eventually I just was biting so many people's heads off. They used to have me and like a couple other people just rap acapellas up there, like in between the battles. So like people used to literally be like, man, I came here to hear you rap today. Like,
what was you have to do something though.
Wait, hold on. Were you gonna say what I was gonna say? Give us a.
Yes, you got to. You have to. Yeah, let's hear something, some freestyle. You need me to pull up a beat. What's up?
Oh no, I mean I can give you some bars. Some old bars.
Yeah, something that's that you can relate to. It's your favorite. Something you remember.
I don't even know if
you said 8 Mile.
Yeah, it's a lot of raps. What we tell them? We tell them like let's see. What if I told you I was the only one after Christ, and none shall ever come after I figure I'm really the best even after I die. I be in heaven arguing with Big and Pac about who the best in the afterlife. Rap mastermind, and this is just what I do to pass the time. I'm like a prisoner in his cell trying to pass the time. Swear it's like I'm born on the greatest day. All I got is fingers for the haters. Real fans, they love me no matter what. I'm like the Lakers. Plus my mother nature, so the rain never bothered. And my daddy was a son. Well, my mother swear I'm hotter. Schooling motherfuckers, I ain't never need a locker. Plus I went looking for it, I ain't never need a problem. Yeah, real psychopath. I'm talking Michael Bad, Freddy gloves, Michael mask. I'm running like my license bad. Rich boy, rock the type of ice you couldn't buy in bags or any cool case. Tell him it's 2 J's, and I'm still fly as a Blue Jay, and I couldn't look better in Blu-ray. You know, I want a new bitch, I take the bad one in red. You tell her I'm outside in that new whip with the jag jumping left. What is you on? Cause for the cheese, man, I be on the way like a Heat fan. I get away, vacate couple days, and I'm coming back with a mean tan. I take trips for no reason, I just don't care. I drop a pin on the map. I'm gonna go there. Why not? I'm in them old school high tops, Wolverine jacket and the shades off Cyclops. So who next? If not me, point him out and let's bet. Sweat it got me twisted like Keith, but it's no sweat.
Hey, that was fire. That was fire. That's some real rap, like not that mumble shit. Like you really talking. What do they call it? Conscious rap?
I don't know.
No, that was like poetic rap.
Yeah, that's what like J. Cole, like they do like that conscious, like they're really saying stuff, you know, like it has content, you know. It's not like Migos, not no you know, type shit. It's like some real shit, like you're saying stuff.
All right, but shout out Migos.
Yeah, no. Don't get it wrong. I could definitely turn up to some Migos, but
as we're wrapping this up right now, is there anything that you want to tell our audience? You know, that's definitely your audience. You know, what was it like?
Any advice?
Yeah.
Any takeaway that you know you give to?
Believe in yourself, man. If you want something, you go make it happen. Point blank, period. You know, if you want to do something, you put all your eggs in a basket and you ride. And in time breeds doubt. Don't let nobody tell you that the timing is wrong or blah, blah, blah. If you know you can do something and you believe in that shit, go do it. That's it.
So follow your heart.
Follow your heart.
Where can people find you?
Oh, man, everywhere. Social media. Micky Munday. MICKYMUNDAY. Micky Munday. MICKYMUNDAY.
That's Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that.
The latest moves.
All right.
Well, we appreciate you coming.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was great. Bars, fire. And we hope to see big things coming from you soon.
Oh, that's guaranteed.
Yep.
It's a wrap, literally.
It's a wrap.
If you like what you've heard here today, please subscribe to our Spotify, Pandora, Apple Podcasts, and SoundCloud. Thanks for listening.